This brings us to linear thinking, which is one of the faster sections today. And I'll start off by noting that in the 1950s, the average lifespan of a Fortune 500 company was 75 years. It was like forever. And you wanted to get a job at a blue chip company where things were predictable. Well, that average fell to 15 years, and it's probably already fallen to 8 as we go through our current time period. And what's even more wild is if you look at the list of Fortune 500 companies from the year 2000, you'll find that 52% of them are effectively gone or displaced. And that number is about to rise over the next year or two because companies are built to farm. They're not to built to adapt and make it through different periods of recession and chaotic change. We as humans put in all these rules and policies and structures to create what is a predictable world, and we're able to do that for next year, usually, but actually our world changes at an exponential pace, and if there's anything the year 2020 has taught us so far, it's that it's not so easy to predict exponential change. And beyond thinking of global pandemics, in almost every category, we are experiencing exponential change. And what that means is you need to get your mind frame out of predicting next year and instead start to build the tactics and techniques that are needed in order to adapt to chaos. Now, I have another keynote that you can take a look at called The Super Future, where you can learn a little bit more about some of the technologies impacting us. But to keep things focused on chaos today, I'm going to wrap us up on this section noting everyone wants innovation to happen, but most people don't break from the path. Your workshop question then is, in your industry, what are you doing to internalize the pace of change? Maybe it's finding ways to track the amount of change in your market, brainstorming out what you think the super future will be like 5 to 10 years out, and then shocking yourself into action by realizing how much has actually changed over the last couple years to really internalize the actual pace of change. And that wraps up our module. See you in the next lesson.